Next.
Okay, for as a operation manager, I made the financial accounting analysis. Okay, for the cost, we have set out the cost behavior about the various costs, weak cost, mid cost, direct cost, indirect cost, and we also find the cost value profit analysis we implement the cost value profit analysis to method of cost accounting that look at the impact the varying level of cost and value has on operating profit. This is a way to find out how changes in variable and fixed cost affect a firm profit. Mr. Kamal and Miss Shapinas. For break-even point analysis, is being used to make a price decision and to make price show the number of units sold to make sure the total cost is equal with total sale income or net sale. Okay, the point at which there is no profit or loss. Okay, this is my assumption where unit produce. I assume that the unit produce 1 million unit. Okay, selling price per unit is like 4 ringgit because assumption is 45,000. Okay, variable cost is 60% of total sale. Okay, first of all, I made the total variable cost and I get the amount about 20,400. Okay, and variable cost per carton about the 20 ringgit for 4% per carton. And contribution margin, I get the 30 ringgit 60 cents. And for break-even analysis computations, I also made computation. So calculate where the break-even in unit I get about 3,308,000, and break-even in ringgit I get the 100 million, 12 and 400. And you can look at my graph. I also provide the graph about the break-even point, which is our company can get the profit if we sell more than 100 million, 200 in order to break even in point. If we get the beyond of the amount, our company will get the profit better than another years. Mr. Kamal, Mr. Miss Shapinas.
Okay, next, for me as a planning manager, I choose the traditional costing versus activity-based costing analysis. For the traditional costing, provide a variety of product range in the market. So Coca-Cola in cane for making the analysis and calculation for traditional costing and activity-based costing. The retail price for Coca-Cola original for 300 to 20 ml per carton is 34 ringgit. While retail price for Coca-Cola light no sugar for 320 ml per carton is 29 ringgit. Alright, from this table we can see we have manufacturing cost, which is direct material, direct labor, overhead cost, and then for the Coca-Cola original we got total direct cost per carton is 22 ringgit 26 cent. And for Coca-Cola light, yes boss.
Dear Miss Shafinas, can I know why is the direct materials for Coca-Cola original and Coca-Cola light is different?
Because there was the difference of overhead cost, which is the overhead cost 14 ringgit and 26 cents, and then no, that means direct material is the different. For the direct material, Coca-Cola original is 6 ringgit and Coca-Cola light no sugar is 4 ringgit. So the total direct cost per carton for Coca-Cola light no sugar is 20 ringgit 26 cent. Then for the activity-based costing, it is approach for allocating overhead cost. It was allocates overhead to multiply activity cost pool and assigns the activity cost pool to product and service by means of cost driver. So from this from the approach, they have 4 steps. For the first step is to identify and classify the activities involved in the manufacture of specific products and assign overhead to cost pool. Next, we see the table 2, activity cost pool and overhead estimation. Alright, for activity cost pool, we have 5 activities such as manufacturing, processing, packaging, purchasing, and facility management. So the total for overhead activities is 25 million 6,070 million. Alright. For the next, step 2 is to identify the cost driver that has a strong correlation to the cost accumulated in each cost pool. Okay, cost pool for activities cost pool, we have 5, which is manufacturing. Cost driver is machine hour. Processing cost driver, number of liter process. Packaging, number of carton. Purchasing cost driver is number of purchase order, and facility management cost driver is square footage. For the machine hour, we have 2 million machine hours. Number of liter process is 1.5 million liter process. Number of carton 1.590 million carton. Number of purchase order 2.8 million purchase order, and square footage 2,050 per square. Okay, for the step 3, we compute and I compute and calculate the activity based overhead rate for each school, which is for the Coca-Cola, I estimate overhead divide by expected use cost driver per activity. So I get activity based overhead rate. So from the estimate overhead, the total 25.7 million. And then for the activity based overhead rate, for the manufacturing, we got 3 ringgit 86 cent per machine hour. For the processing, we got 3 ringgit 40 cent per liter process. Packaging, we got 2 ringgit 60 cent per carton. Purchasing, I got 1 ringgit 15 cent per purchase order, and facility management, I got 31 ringgit 68 cent per square foot. Okay, next for the step 4. Okay, in this step, the company should allocate overhead costs to produce two product using the overhead rate determined for each cost pool. Alright, for this step, we have 2 product that's very famous in Malaysia, which is Coca-Cola Original and Coca-Cola Light No Sugar. Alright, for this usually we have 5 manufacturing processes, packaging, purchasing, and facility management. And we estimate the cost driver per product for as you can see, Coca-Cola Original and also Coca-Cola Light No Sugar. So the next step, we can look the calculation. Can go to next slide. Alright. Okay, for this slide is to find the total cost assigned for each product, Coca-Cola Original and Coca-Cola Light No Sugar. Okay, from this calculation, I got total cost assigned for Coca-Cola Original 17.165 million. Okay, for Coca-Cola Light No Sugar, I got the total cost assigned is 1.071800 million. Alright, for overhead cost per unit, that's mean total cost assigned divided by total cost unit produced. So I got for Coca-Cola Original is 11 ringgit 44 cent, and for Coca-Cola Light No Sugar I got the overhead cost per unit 8 ringgit 97 cent. Okay, from the table we can see the total overhead cost per unit Coca-Cola Original is 12 ringgit 44 cent and 8 ringgit 97 cent for Coca-Cola Light No Sugar. So the comparison indicate that the unit cost per carton under traditional cost are slightly different compared to activity based costing. Okay, we can go to the next slide. We can see the comparison of total direct cost between traditional costing and ABC. Alright, for this from this table, what we say, we can see the comparison between traditional costing and ABC. In Coca-Cola Original is overhead cost 14 ringgit 26 cent, and ABC is 11.44 cent. So the total direct cost per carton for Coca-Cola Original Traditional is 22 ringgit 26 cent, and ABC 19 ringgit 44 cent. And then for the Coca-Cola Light No Sugar, for the traditional costing, we got the total direct cost per carton is 20 ringgit 26 cent, and ABC 40 ringgit 97 cent. So from this analysis, we can summarize that what's the total direct cost per carton is overstate for traditional costing than ABC for Coca-Cola Original, and Coca-Cola Light No Sugar for traditional costing also overstate for ABC costing. So this is we can represent the best strategy to allocate cost, allocate overhead to multiple activity cost pool, and assign the activity cost pool to product or service by means of cost driver. Okay, thank you. That's all for me.
Yes, that's good finding. Thank you very much, Ms. Shafinas. We shall implement the ABC costing instead of our traditional costing. So for the incremental analysis, we will, as Ms. Shafinas finding, so we will allocate ABC for the incremental analysis. So we have a demand based on I have done a little calculation based on a new demand for the Chinese New Year. So the new supermarket Lotus is request our supply for about 1 million. For about 100,000 carton for this last year Chinese New Year festive season. So but the request is only about for RM25 ringgit per carton. So I have done a little incremental analysis on this demand. So the demand is 100,000 carton. So but this will not affect our company since our company is running at 70% capacity. So this will not incur more overhead cost. So the cost that will be incurred is just the material cost, and then so if we accept, we got the revenue of 2.5 million minus the cost, which is the variable, all the variable cost from the 90 ringgit and 44 cents minus with 35 ringgit, we got around RM 8 ringgit. Okay, around 8 ringgit. So times 100,000, so we got a cost of 800,000. So after minus with the revenue, so we got RM 1.7 million of net income. So another request is our management is concerned on the Coca-Cola manufacturers of the plastic label for the bottle. So the plant now is supplying 60 million labels per year. So the direct material cost is 4.5 million, and then the direct label is 700,000, and then the manufacturing overhead is around 1.3 million. So the variable manufacturing is 2.5 million with totaling of RM9 million. So RM9 million divided by 60,000 label is 15 cents per label. So we got an offer to outsource with price of RM16 per label. So it seems that the management can continue and also can outsource. The difference we can see is just around 1 cent. So for further analysis, we have carried out in order to convince the board of director. So which is from the make or buy incremental analysis, we found that the total annual cost is 9 million. So if we buy, we will incur the fixed manufacturing overhead cost, which are RM1.3 million, plus the purchase price, which is RM16 cents times 60 million per annum. So the total is 10.9 million. So this 10.9 million deduct with the make cost, which is 9 million, we will incur more cost, which is around 1.9 million. So if we make, we will save 1.9 million rather than we outsource the label. So this is the management discussion and analysis of the year. So during financial year ended 31st December, Coca-Cola recorded a higher revenue of RM1.8 billion compared to the previous year revenue of 1.3 billion, with total rise of 39%, while Coca-Cola considered a food and beverage business and is allowed to operate through the MCO period. Our share revenue positively gained compared to 2020, low demand and the closure of many business due to pandemic. So increase in revenue cost by high sale volume and high demand after many citizens have been vaccinated and government opened domestic tourism sector. However, the overall analysis on CP analysis and ABC and additional analysis will help our company to grow and improve for this 2022 year financial report. From the CVP analysis also, we found that the company has achieved their target and earning profit on the Coca-Cola original. So from the ABC analysis also, project that which is the original costing that we are using is resulting more cost. Meanwhile, through ABC analysis, there's a big difference, which is RM2.82 for the Coca-Cola original and RM5 for the Coca-Cola Light. So for the last fiscal year 2021, we also able to fulfill the lotus demand, which bring us RM1.7 million profit within each month of the 2 months. So and then the continuing make of the plastic label also bring a saving and a profit of 1.9 billion for our company, 1.9 million for our company. So the conclusion is in the year fiscal 2022, the current state of the world will be very encouraging as extraordinary since the citizens were fully vaccinated and our country, Malaysia, will open its border, and then the Coca-Cola will increase their business to large-scale marketing. Meantime, prioritizing our business partner and will continue to be our top priority. So Coca-Cola will take into account consumer view and therefore market needs for this unique carbonated drink products. So this company will take appropriate measure to meet the needs of consumer and customer. Coca-Cola also will focus on increasing its sales, acquiring more profit while preserving and gaining market share of the industry. On behalf of the company, we would like to thank our staff, their full commitment during this economic downturn, pandemic challenge and of the fiscal financial year, and the Coca-Cola and the group of companies. Thank you everyone for support that have been given to our brand. Thank you.
That's all.
This meeting. you.
Thank you.